Hi. I haven't updated in a little while. It's all happening. House has gone on the market in 9 days. Then there'll be an auction the following 3 weeks later. So I've got to get my shit sorted. I've decided to go to Ballarat first because it's logical. All my stuff is in Ballarat, so go to Ballarat. Look, I can look back at the videos and go, I've been talking about it for a while, but just had that resistance about going back to my hometown. But it won't be so bad. I've got good friends there. My dad is there. Everything is close by, and I don't know where I'm going to live. I don't know where I'm going to work. There is the option of transferring. My work has places all over Australia. It's like Walmart. So I can transfer if there's a job to go to, but I haven't rang, and I'm wondering if I haven't rang because I don't know if I really want to work there anymore, you know. It's not really, it was never really my thing, but I made it my thing when I decided that I was, you know, helping people, spreading my light. But then I went through the dark night of the soul stuff. So I was no longer spreading the light. So it became a shadow work journey for me. And I think I really want that part of my life to be over. I feel so freer, like such a shift, such a big shift. Whatever was sitting on top of me, you know, I felt like I've got rid of, transmuted, dealt with, completed, however you want to call it, you know. There's a lot more lightness within, and you know, it's so much, you know, I miss the old girl in so many ways, but right now I'm not thinking about missing her. I am like this, whatever I am now, and I feel good. And the only time I don't really feel good is at work. I don't feel like I can be myself there. And I think I noticed how important this was, you know, that need to be understood, or the need to understand, the need to be on a even keel with the people you are around. At least, you know, let them be into their makeup and whatever they're into. I don't know what they're into, but they're into different things. Their materialism, the way they look, all that reality. And I've been, you know, I see that as different. You know, I've got a different perspective of it, and I want the liberation from that. I want freedom from that. And so I feel more easy when I'm able to speak just whatever is going on in my mind. And I guess I realized even more the importance of it when I had it, when I started meeting people of like minds, being able to explore. You know, we still have differences, but it's just not, it's like, it's deeper, and you can talk anything, and it's really good, but it's so rare that I get to have those kind of conversations. And especially your work life, you know, for most people is a big part of their life. For me, thank goodness it's only weekends, but the only reason it's weekends is because I can't stand it. I can't stand being, you know, something other than who I am for long periods of time. And so, you know, now I feel like, you know, this lightness within, it's because I've, you know, done a lot of work, got rid of a lot of things that were weighing me down, that I didn't even realise were weighing me down, and learnt what's valued, what my values are, yeah, that was important actually. I did this exercise a few months ago now, but I only just put it up on my blog recently, and that was to just list names of people that that you can think of, and just write down what are the pros and cons about that person. Whoever comes to mind, they're coming to mind for a reason. It could be someone famous, it could be a friend, it could be family, it could be someone you hate, someone you like, acquaintances, whatever. And then from that pro-con list, you work out your values. You work out there's something to learn from that. You look at, what you admire about them, shows you what you admire about yourself, or what you aspire to yourself, what in them inspires you. And that doesn't mean that you have to be like them, but it shows you your values. It shows you what you value. So you know when you're living out of integrity because you're going against that which you value. And looking at the con list, it also shows you what you aspire to, because what you don't like about them is also what you don't like, when you do it. And it's like your measuring stick to how you view the world. It's your perspective, your current level of the game, wherever you're at. It shows you where your values are for the now. And that's how you also know when you're not in alignment to somebody else that's on your path, like that connection that I had, It was so good to be, attracted to someone, and he was, hot, and dances, and he speaks different languages, and he has, and we were able to talk for a little while, and things like that. But then there were so many things that were out of alignment to who I am because of where I've gone and my experience and his experiences. He's still in a sort of vengeful kind of place from his past experiences, and I'm, been on that path of, self-reflection and looking within and looking where, I played a part in how my life turned out because of the choices that I made, because I had a choice each step of the way. I had a choice whether to listen to this or that, or go, with my gut, or go with my heart. And a lot of the times I chose my heart over, this instincts, and, got burnt. And, but, with him, it was like a test. That's all, it ended up being a test that I passed, because it showed me, where I am in the level of the game, where he's at in the level of the game, and how there's sort of mixed match, but how I can learn from the interaction that we had. Is like, oh, okay, I get where my values are, I get where I've gone wrong in the past, I get where I've, changed myself to be what I thought the other person wanted to be, and I could see how he was, really set in his ways on how he wanted another to be, but then he wasn't interested in sort of getting to know me very well first before becoming intimate. And I was very interested in getting to know someone first before, opening up and surrendering my heart to somebody. Before we merge souls, we have a different view on life, and I was never like that before. So sort of like now from my new perspective, what I value, how I'm living, and not seeing anything as, right and wrong. It's just different aspects of creation, experiencing different things, different lives, different ways of being, learning, growing, evolving from wherever they're at, and all of it's valuable, Every interaction we have, every moment, every reflection, every thought, we can grow from, we can learn from. We always get expanded perspectives, and it was a really good to see that someone can't break my heart into a million pieces because I would normally attach myself first, and just change myself, become what I thought they wanted me to be. And now it's like, oh, actually, this is what I learned last time, what I've finally learned, I finally learned to go around the mine and realize when, if someone's not displaying the same amount of integrity that you're at, like wherever your values are at, whatever you feel is right for you, then maybe the connection, the attraction is for another reason, just something to learn, something other. And it was a really good lesson. Sorry that it's so bright. Yeah, so that was an amazing short journey, which could have turned into years, like it normally does. It normally turns into years. So I'm so glad that I got my lesson early. And then I'm looking at, I want to move on. So I want to move on from my job, from this area, from, I want to see where synchronicity takes me. I want to follow what feels right in my heart. And I don't know how that's going to unfold, and yet I am starting to trust the synchronicities a lot more. And I still have a ways to go for that. I still have a way to go, because my synchronicities, where it led me last time, but it also led me into doing all this shadow work that I never would have done before. So I didn't even know that I was carrying around, 20 years of unresolved issues, because I didn't know. You blindside yourself to how much past experiences shape who you are, shape every decision you make, shape your automatic habits when you're in certain situations and stuff like that. Our ego, our identity or whatever blindsides us from seeing, it's sort of like a habit to try and, from childhood or whatever, to not deal with pain. Like you turn the pain off because you're not allowed to feel the pain, you're not allowed to be sad, you're not, be happy. And so you never actually go through the motions of processing what you learned from situations, and then being able to release it from recognizing, okay, this is, this action plus this equals this, so how can I do it better next time? And it's sort of like learning that life is unfolding like that. You're learning as you go, and you're learning from hindsight for the next journey. So it's not like you need to know the whole answers of the universe as you navigate life. That would, defeat the purpose of whatever we're doing here, I feel. I think we're here to not know and then sort of figure it out as we go along. I don't know. But I still want to know. Don't get me wrong there. I always ever want to know. Okay, I'm going to go. Bye.